Hey guys, Lise here with Funtastic K9 Training. Happy Monday to you guys. It's beautiful today in Minnesota. So hopefully everything is going well wherever you are in the world or in the States. So anyway, today's I want to talk about dogs and them not having food drive, right? And people often ask, well, my dog doesn't have any food drive, so how do I train it? So there's several different motivators for dogs, you guys. Not just food. Food is, yeah, it's one. Two is, does your dog have prey drive for toys? Like, do they chase things? Do they love to chase things? And then three, affection. Like, affection is a huge one. It's one that we don't think about. We don't even think that's a reinforcer, but then it is because what happens is we just think that dogs just want food, right, or toy. Like that's what we're taught in the dog world. When you're as a dog owner myself, when I was searching for remedies to stop in these leash reactivity and things like that, all I was taught was your dog doesn't do something you like, you give him a piece of food. Your dog does something you like, you give him a piece of food. Like it always reverted back to like a food morsel, right? So what I was never told was that affection, it comes in so many forms, right? So you bringing the dog home is already affection. You giving the dog eye contact is affection. Like you playing with the dog is affection. Physical touch is affection. You know what? But we never talk about the corrections or the punishment, right? But anyways, to stay on track, so there's many ways to reward your dog. So if your dog is not food motivated, guess what? Try a toy. See if the dog likes to chase things. See if your dog is gonna be driven to like run after it and have fun with it. If it does, use that to your advantage. If he doesn't, and your dog is more of a affection motivated type of dog, then you have to use your physical touch as a motivator. And the way to do that, and actually you can do that with every single dog, because when you're happy and your dog has successfully did something for you when you ask, like it comes from your heart. Like you express it with a smile on your face. You're happy, like you're just full of joy because your dog just understood what you said and did what you asked, right? So just that emotion alone gives your dog a reinforced reward. So, and the thing about using physical touch as a reward is that if you give it to your dog all the time, no matter what he does, right, whether it's good or bad, and like your affection has no more value, and that's when you can't use the physical touch anymore to reward your dog, right? Because it's just like us. If we get something all the time, it becomes boring. Then we don't want it as much anymore. So same thing for the dogs. So yeah, there's not just one way to motivate a dog. There's many other ways. Like the ones I just listed are probably the most obvious ones. So if your dog doesn't have any food drive, then try these other things. But then, like with the toy thing, like some dogs just don't have the drive for it. So then you're stuck with using physical touch, affection. So you can't give it to your dog all the time for nothing, right? They have to earn everything, and that way it just makes things more clear for them, right? And also, if you want your dog to have food drive, what you don't do is you don't free feed the dog. What you want to do is feed your dog maybe just through the day, through training sessions, and not through the bowl for a while, right? So that way your dog wants the food, he wants to chase, so that when you feed through your hand, you can make him chase it. It's more fun. You can throw the piece of food, he can go and grab it, and then he comes back to you. He gets paid. You know, feeding your dogs like doesn't have to be through the bowl. That's so boring. Like we have dogs that have come through here for training and just for boarding now, and they want to work for their food. Like if I just throw the food, the bowl of food in their crate for them to eat, they're like, I don't want to eat. Then the minute I just start doing training or hand exercise and throwing the food around for them, then they're like, okay, this is fun. So then they end up eating, which, we just gotta kind of problem solve and know the dog that you have in front of you and see what they like, see what they don't like, but make it more fun so that way they want to do it for you. All right, thanks for watching, guys.